Bueno, amigos de tecnético.com, amigos y amigas de tecnético.com, yo soy Wilton Vargas y estamos ya a solo menos de 2 minutos de que comience el evento de Panasonic en el CES 2023. Estamos ansiosos de conocer qué es lo que estarán anunciando. Y ellos adelantaron de que iba a ser enfocado en la conservación del ambiente. Qué bueno que esto se está convirtiendo en un tema recurrente pues, entre las diferentes compañías de tecnología. Así que nada, estamos ya a ley de nada de que comience el evento de Panasonic. Así que nos quedamos aquí pendientes y en menos de un minuto pues ya comenzará. Ok, bueno, ya estamos a ley de nada de que inicie el evento. Se supone que ya haya iniciado, son las 2 de la tarde, pero todavía no tenemos indicación por parte de Panasonic de que ya ha dado inicio el evento. Déjame yo chequear por acá. Ok, ya aquí vamos. Bueno, no, dice que va a empezar en breve. Así que nada, estamos esperando a que en efecto sea así. Mientras tanto, les doy un gran saludo a todos ustedes que están viendo esta transmisión de lo que es la cobertura de CES 2023. Es un evento súper importante, un evento que realmente merece la pena porque pues nos da una idea clara de lo que va a estar pasando en el mundo de la tecnología durante el próximo año y los años venideros. Y es una cosa que, un evento que nosotros en Tecnético hemos hecho desde que comenzamos. Déjame ver si en el otro lado ya tenemos. No, déjame cambiar aquí. Ok. Bueno, todavía no ha dado comienzo. Estoy verificando los dos feeds que tenemos. Uno principal y uno de backup. A ver cuál de los dos habrá de comenzar primero. Pero nada, lo que estaba diciendo es que desde el principio de Tecnético nosotros pues hemos puesto mucho esfuerzo, mucha atención a este evento, el cual pues tiene un disco party ahí, el cual pues siempre ha resultado ser muy interesante y lugar y evento donde se producen anuncios súper importantes. Entiendo que bueno, esto no es usual que pase, pero cosas pasan. Así que vamos a darle la oportunidad a que el evento pues dé comienzo. Saludos, Emily. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Nada, ok, ya veo indicación de que la cosa está empezando a fluir. Ok, en 15 segundos comienza el evento de Panasonic en el CES. Vamos a subir el audio. Ok, tranquilo, calma, con calma. Y nos amanecemos. Aquí vamos. Panasonic desde CES 2023. Suave, suave, con calma, muchachos. Wow, ese audio está explotado.
There you go. You can say it back and welcome I'm Cal Penn. I'm here for the same reason as
Oh,
you,
mira, Cal.
which is to get a glimpse of the future, to see the latest advances from the industry's best designers and engineers using technology to bring better experiences to the world. Now look, in the past, that would have been the end, right? That's it. But now, better experiences are only half the story. The other half is the main reason that I'm on this stage today as a proud supporter of Panasonic, a company whose mission for more than 100 years has been to use ideas and technology to make society better. Almost every technological advancement you'll see over the next 40 or so minutes benefits not only those who use Panasonic solutions, but also our planet. And you'll see how Panasonic doesn't just talk about deep, a company whose mission for more than has been to use ideas and technology to make society better. Almost every technological advancement you'll see over the next 40 or so minutes benefits not only those who use Panasonic solutions, but also our planet.
El sonido que nos está llegando desde Las Vegas está súper explotado. Ustedes disculpen, pero realmente pues ya ahí no es nada que nosotros podamos hacer. Así que nada, vamos a escuchar lo mejor que se pueda.
In the company's long-standing mission to make positive contributions to our world. Now, admittedly, look, I've been an actor, I've been a White House staffer, I've been an author and a teacher, and also a passionate climate advocate. I believe that companies need to not only talk about the climate crisis, they need to act now to help solve it. And that's why I'm excited to welcome you here this morning to hear how Panasonic is working to improve everything from how we power our communities, to how we travel, to how we enjoy our time at home, all brought to you with a singular
Cal Penn, que ha estado en un montón de series de televisión y en películas, pues es el embajador honorario de los esfuerzos, de conservación del ambiente de Panasonic a nivel mundial. Y por eso es que está abriendo el evento.
And make a positive green impact. Our future, our young adults, have made climate change their top priority too. According to Pew Research, 2/3 of US Gen Z adults believe that climate change should be a top priority to ensure a sustainable future for our generations to come. And speaking of Gen Z, we have a fairly accomplished Yale University student and young leader with us today. You may have heard of Nathan Chen. He's a 3-time world champion figure skater who also won gold at last year's Beijing Olympic Winter Games. I mean, dude is impressive. Nathan is also a member of Team Panasonic, an elite group of Olympic and Paralympic athletes who share a vision to move the world forward through progress and purposeful action. Welcome, Nathan.
Okay. Vamos a ver qué nos tiene que decir.
Thanks, Cal. One of the missions of Team Panasonic is to challenge and inspire the company to be its best and to help change the world for the better. This includes a focus on a
En lo que comienzan los anuncios como tal de nuevos productos, les cuento, durante todo el día vamos a estar aquí en Tecnético llevándole a ustedes con comentarios en español a cargo de este servidor, las conferencias de prensa, debo decir, y los eventos que entendemos son de mayor relevancia para nuestra audiencia. Entonces, una de las cosas que pues resultó ser interesante para mí el que podamos hacer este año, o que pudimos hacer este año, es que en momentos durante el día de hoy en el que se estaban llevando a cabo conferencias de prensa de forma simultánea a la misma hora, pues que ustedes pudiesen escoger cuáles les interesa más, porque nosotros a nivel editorial pues podemos sí tomar decisiones, pero cuando se trata de lo que es los temas que le interesan a ustedes, pues obviamente eso es más importante y nosotros estaríamos como que fallando si no tuviéramos en consideración trabajar en aquello que sea de interés para nuestra audiencia, que son ustedes, que realmente por eso es que estamos aquí. Así que eso nos permitió que, por ejemplo, la hora pasada, a la 1 de la tarde, mostráramos una conferencia de prensa de una compañía totalmente desconocida, pero resulta ser que está en un montón de productos ya. Está en un montón de productos actualmente. Y eso pues me parece que es súper interesante. Y estas oportunidades que surgen mediante coberturas como esta y eventos como CES, pues ayudan a que se sepa lo que está pasando a nivel tecnológico, no solamente de compañías grandes como Panasonic, sino también pues con compañías que la gente no conoce y que están haciendo cosas extraordinarias. Ese es el caso de la compañía que presentamos en el live que hicimos a la 1 de la tarde, que se llama Exeger, y que pues produce paneles, un material flexible que funciona como un panel solar y que convierte cualquier tipo de luz, no solamente la luz solar, cualquier tipo de luz en electricidad. Y ya ellos lo implementaron en más de 5 o 6 productos que están en el mercado, que incluye control remoto, audífonos de varios tipos, cascos para ciclistas, en fin, de verdad que es súper interesante. Si no lo pudiste ver, te invito a que lo veas en algún momento que tengas la oportunidad, porque de verdad que está súper interesante. Y bueno, estamos viendo las imágenes de Panasonic desde el CES 2023 llevando a cabo su evento de presentación que siempre hacen para esta fecha. Y pues están hablando sobre los esfuerzos de la compañía en cuanto a lo que tiene que ver con la conservación del ambiente, que no es que no sea importante, es importante, pero bueno. Decidimos intervenir en lo que pues ya comenzaban a anunciar los nuevos productos que tengan pendiente presentar en esta ocasión. Vamos a regresar a la señal.
The leaders charged with making it a reality.
El audio mejoró, así que gracias Panasonic.
Vice President of Branding and Strategic Communications at Panasonic North America.
Thanks, Cal. Good morning. What you just watched was part of our new global marketing campaign debuting here today. We believe we must all be champions for sustainability and to do our part to address the impact each of us are having on the planet. That's why Panasonic is deepening its commitment to sustainability. We're taking direct actions to counteract the effect climate change is having on our planet and restore the promise of a fulfilling life for future generations. But that takes a plan. We're putting our words into action by
acaban de
reducing our
anunciar
CO2 emissions
o
and
presentar,
achieving
debo
net
decir,
zero
su
in our manufacturing and
campaña de
operations by
mercadeo
2030. We're also
a nivel global. La realidad es que Panasonic, y particularmente en nuestro mercado, aquí en Puerto Rico, ha estado pero súper ausente. Tú no lo ves casi en las tiendas, no hay esfuerzo de dar a conocer los nuevos productos que Panasonic hace. Simplemente cuando cerraron aquí, que tenían su oficina de distribución y mercadeo en Carolina, desaparecieron de un día para otro del mercado.
Thank you, Megan. Solving global environmental issues is our top priority, and achieving net zero by 2030 is only the beginning. Our goal is to lower CO2 emissions for the entire planet by 1% of current total global emissions by 2050. That's 300 million tons of CO2 saved from our atmosphere. It's an ambitious goal, but an achievable one. To get there, we need to reduce emissions across our value chain, what we call our own impact. Last year,
Bueno, están hablando sobre cuáles son los esfuerzos de la compañía y cuáles son las metas que se están, implementando, debo decir, para llevar a cabo, lograr esas metas de reducir la huella de carbono de sus operaciones. Y ese es el plan para este año, para el año que viene, debo decir, para el 2024. No quiero brincar un año innecesariamente. Eso es para el 2024. Vamos a seguir escuchando.
Our Green Impact 2024 goals represent just one of the steps in this larger path to our 2030 and 2050 commitments. Megan, would you tell us a little bit more about those actions that we're taking in North America towards those goals?
Of course. We have already been making progress here, and my favorite example may be our efforts in recycling and circularity. We have been working with redwood materials since
Las Vegas aparentemente
2019 to recycle scrap materials from our electric vehicle battery plant here in Nevada. We recently announced that we're expanding with them to use recycled copper foil starting in 2024 to manufacture new EV batteries and recycle cathode active materials at our new EV.
Déjame decirles una cosa, el CES es un evento que, wow, algo está pasando por allá, espérate.
Major contribution to reducing our carbon footprint and will also help localize the EV
Vamos a pasar a nuestro
backup to
backup,
North America.
porque esa señal,
Working
por alguna
towards a
razón, está
circular
dando
economy
problemas.
reduces our emission from
Vamos a
manufacturing
pasar a
and
nuestro
our
backup.
supply chain, but our goal is to make an impact that goes beyond the emissions they save are called avoided emissions, a growing area of innovation across many industries. Panasonic supports efforts to remove avoided emissions, promote avoided emissions and standardize their measurement. Last year, we joined the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, or WBCSD, along with 200 of the world leading sustainable businesses to work towards a net zero future. We also support the International Electrotechnical Commission known as IEC, which is working to standardize global definition and calculation method for the avoided emissions. I urge others here at CES to collaborate with us on promoting the concept of avoided emissions and pursuing our consensus on standardizing their measurement.
So you mentioned hydrogen, and hydrogen fuel cell technology has been in development for more than 2 decades at Panasonic. The technology is a key pillar in our efforts to go further than achieving net zero from our own operations and helping reduce emissions across society. Can you explain to us the example of what is the impact looks like in action?
Yeah. In Japan, we have already begun demonstrating how industry can become net zero. Behind me, you see a Panasonic factory that's completely powered by alternative fuel sources. The power system incorporates several first-time ever breaking through solutions, including the first full-scale use of hydrogen. The first system to combine pure hydrogen fuel cell generates 1,820 photovoltaic panels and 1 megawatt of battery storage. And the first to utilize the stack of approximately 100 pure hydrogen 5 kilowatt fuel cell units. Instead of producing tons of greenhouse gases, we produce water. Our plan is to be able to offer a system like this to factories, offices, and other commercial entities this year, with a full-scale business offering coming next year. In fact, we envision being able to stack enough pure hydrogen fuel cells to produce a megawatt of power.
Awesome. Thank you both so much for sharing this vision as we look to the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
So as we look forward, we envision a future impact that helps avoid emissions through new technologies and then energy transformation across society. That's why we brought some of our sustainable technologies our R&D teams are still working on to the show this year. In our booth, you'll find innovations in green hydrogen production and our perovskite solar cells that set records for modular efficiency. And when you visit our booth this year, you'll notice it looks a little different. It really features natural and recycled materials, and we are using far fewer resources with the goal of dramatically reducing waste. We even chose to forego the carpet. The exhibit guides visitors through 4 focus areas: park, town, mobility, and home, simulating a smart, ecological world. We've also created an incredible interactive online tour. The Panasonic.
Ok, vamos a reducir lo que ha pasado durante los pasados 18 minutos desde que empezó el evento. Han estado, y de hecho ya se sabía que iba a haber un énfasis en lo que Panasonic está haciendo para pues contribuir a pues menos emisiones en el ambiente y pues no ser principal partícipe de lo que está pasando con el cambio climático. Y sí veo que creo que sí van a anunciar varios productos, así que manténganse con nosotros porque entiendo que una vez ellos concluyan esta presentación de todo lo que tiene que ver con sus esfuerzos para el medio ambiente, que es importante, no estoy diciendo que eso no sea importante, lo es, pero sé que muchos de ustedes pues realmente lo que quieren es saber qué nuevos productos van a lanzar. Así que manténganse ahí. Han pasado 19 minutos desde que la conferencia empezó. Usualmente esto dura 45 minutos en total. Así que debemos ya estar llegando a ese punto en el cual habrán de anunciar nuevos productos. Mientras tanto, sigamos escuchando.
Panasonic Energy of North America to talk about the company's work in this area. But first, let's take a look at what you all have been up to.
Ok, adelante. Like and subscribe. No. Que mucha oportunidad Puerto Rico ha perdido de participar en estos esfuerzos de plantas de manufactura de baterías y laboratorios de desarrollo de nuevas tecnologías. La verdad que es que hemos perdido el tiempo de una forma tan horrible. Que de verdad es triste. Es triste que no haya habido la visión, que alguien en el gobierno haya tenido la visión de insertar a Puerto Rico y decirle a todas estas compañías, ir frente a cada una de estas compañías, de los Panasonic de la vida, de los Apple de la vida, decirles, miren, Puerto Rico, esto es una gran opción para inversión por esta razón. Pero desafortunadamente eso no ha pasado. Estás viendo el evento de Panasonic desde CES. Vamos a regresar allá.
Batteries. We've been working in batteries for over 100 years.
Cierto.
And today we
Panasonic,
specialize in EV battery chemistry and production technologies. So as this market grows in all aspects.
Panasonic ha sido un productor desde hace décadas de baterías para uso en automóviles. El Prius que yo tenía, las baterías, es un Toyota, pero las baterías eran Panasonic.
For Panasonic to make a difference.
Alan, I've been inside your factory in Nevada. I've seen the work that you do. We were there when we were shooting an upcoming TV series of mine. But in the video we just watched, it mentions DeSoto, Kansas.
Yeah.
What's new that our CES audience needs to know about?
So back in November, we broke ground on our new production facility just outside Kansas City, as Carl mentioned. This will increase our capacity around a further 60% to what we already have, so we can meet the surging customer demand. And just a couple of things to add. In this industry, which is new, and as it takes shape, we, Panasonic, are at the forefront of that technology. Our plant in Nevada has been up and running for a few years now, so we've produced that scalability to take technology into scale, and we now have a magnificent production capability in Nevada, and Carl's seen it. Let me give you some numbers for the people out there that like numbers. 66 batteries per second.
Wow.
5.5 million
66 baterías por segundo son producidas en la planta de manufactura de baterías que Panasonic tiene en Nevada.
7 billionth battery in Nevada. So it's an awesome scalability that Panasonic have delivered. A remarkable story for us.
66 baterías por segundo. Wow.
So this remarkable story is the start of an opportunity. That impact for the United States and the world is huge.
Yes. Yep. And also we have a momentum with other automakers. So part of what we did when we planned our Kansas facility is we set it up as a multi-customer, multi-product factory. In fact, in December, we signed a multi-year agreement with the Lucid Group to provide batteries for their award-winning Lucid Air and its upcoming Gravity SUV.
I can tell that you're excited, and if Kansas will be anything like the battery factory here in Nevada, I can understand why. I mean, that was one of the coolest things I've seen. How does this all fit into your strategy for the battery business and the company's larger green impact goals?
Yeah. So it fits perfectly. These are the concrete steps in our journey to expand production of EV batteries to automakers across the US, to support the sustainable transportation options that are around. The Nevada factory has started its journey. It exceeds the expectations, and now we will continue that journey with the Kansas community, making us a key player in this brand new industry. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you. I'm very much, by the way, looking forward to seeing the new facility, Alan. Now, we've been talking about the batteries powering the switch to electric vehicles. Let's move on to creating great, sustainably sound experiences inside your EV. After all, Americans today spend a collective 91
Me parece súper interesante, habiendo estado yendo a CES por más de 2 décadas, de cómo el evento ha evolucionado de hay el nuevo televisor, hay el nuevo radio, hay el nuevo home stereo, hay el nuevo home theater, no, este es el lugar donde se anuncian iniciativas importantes en la industria de automóviles, en este caso los vehículos eléctricos. Vamos a escuchar.
Hey, Cal. Thanks. That's right, Cal. Another critical way to support a more sustainable, comfortable driving experience is through the design and function of cars. As a key partner of the world's auto manufacturers, Panasonic is developing technologies that unlock new possibilities for car makers to transform the future of mobility. We help optimize the systems and the platforms that allow car designers and engineers to do the things that were never before possible. Using innovative engineering and human-centered design, we empower automakers to transition to a sustainable future while improving our experience in the car. Whether it's through radical car audio that can increase the distance your car can travel, refreshing the cabin air, or developing a better way for customers to bring their voice assistants along for the ride, with help from Amazon.
Alan just talked about how Panasonic is powering the shift to electric vehicles here in the US. And we all know audio is such a core element of the experience behind the wheel. So how is Panasonic approaching sustainable design for automakers to make driving even more enjoyable?
Collaboration is key. We work with automotive design labs to identify opportunities to create more.
So Panasonic está hablando aquí sobre qué cosas, cómo ellos participan en la producción de lo que eventualmente se convierte en un carro que tú terminas guiando. El sistema de sonido, el sistema de las baterías, el sistema de manejo, ciertas computadoras, parte de las más de 20 computadoras que, y no exagero, que son parte de los carros hoy día.
With less than half of the power draw you would find with traditional systems for a more power efficient but still incredible listening.
Esto es un detalle importante de lo que se tiene en consideración cuando se fabrican automóviles eléctricos. Todo funciona con electricidad, pero eso no quiere decir de que tú puedes decir, ok, vamos a volvernos locos y vamos a meterle lo que sea. No, cada componente tiene que ser eficiente, porque si no, las baterías que se instalan en ese carro tendrían que ser más grandes. Y si son más grandes, son más pesadas. Y si son más pesadas, pues entonces consumen más electricidad. Y se convierte en un círculo vicioso en el cual no se puede salir. Entonces, Panasonic está hablando de cómo sus sistemas de audio para los carros son eficientes desde el punto de vista energético.
Preserving your EV battery's charge for an extended driving range. We're developing technologies that promote well-being on the road too. Panasonic is helping solve for cleaner air inside your vehicle thanks to Panasonic's innovative Nano-EX portable air purifier. Our patented Nano-EX technology has been reimagined as a portable in-vehicle product to improve experience through the cabin. It not only eliminates in-car
si ya tú
odors,
tienes un carro y quieres un purificador portátil, pues entonces Panasonic produce el Nano-EX.
better, healthier driving experience, and it conveniently fits into any vehicle's cup holder. So you can make your second space outside of the home as comfortable as possible.
This is exciting. Anyone who's had a dog or has gone through a drive-through, like, it can get rid of all of these smells.
Absolutely.
Very nice. Our
Know
final
anyone who does that.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, I would buy. I would buy this. Our final glimpse into the mobility revolution will show exactly how powerful your voice can be. And to discuss, let me introduce Ariane Walker, Chief Evangelist of Amazon Smart Vehicles.
Yo me pregunto, ¿tú usas algún asistente inteligente en el carro? Porque son malísimos.
You will have simultaneous access to both Alexa and Siri voice assistants simply by speaking either service's wake word. Today, 123 million adults in the US use voice assistants, and that number keeps growing.
Now, our collaboration has resulted in an advanced skip-gen in-vehicle infotainment system that gives more choice and flexibility with a multi-voice assistant. Now you have more options at your command.
This integration is enabled by combining Amazon's Alexa and Apple's Siri voice experiences in a single system. We know some customers want to use Hey Siri for iPhone features and Apple CarPlay, and use Alexa for smart home and in-vehicle controls, among others. Our priority at Amazon is to provide customers with choice and flexibility. And our work with Panasonic is an industry-first example of supporting multiple voice AIs simultaneously on a single device. Voice interoperability is a key pillar of Amazon.
Esta representante de Amazon está diciendo de que Amazon es parte de un esfuerzo para que en un vehículo tú puedas utilizar múltiples asistentes inteligentes. Y en el caso, pues, por ejemplo, de Amazon, y en esta ocasión, pues están hablando sobre cómo vas a poder utilizar tanto Alexa como Siri con simplemente, pues, llamar su nombre. O sea, si tú dices, Hey Siri, pues, en un carro que también tiene Alexa, pues cool. Pero si tú dices, Alexa, pues, entonces Alexa es la que responde.
Absolutely.
Okay. Panasonic wants to make sure that the future of travel is as bright as it can be. That means using advances in technology, engineering, and design to minimize a car's impact on the environment and maximize the experience for both drivers and passengers.
That's incredible work that your team is doing. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna bet that at least some of you in the audience are wondering what playlist Andrew's team used when testing the new EV audio system.
It'll be on my LinkedIn probably later on.
Okay, so everyone's going to stalk your LinkedIn for that. So look, we've been on a journey exploring how travel will improve the environment, both outside and inside our vehicles. But let's park that gorgeous, climate-loving EV in the garage, because now we're home. It's a place that we all go to recharge. Panasonic.
Que eso hasta el momento, Panasonic ha anunciado este dispositivo que va en el carro y que es un purificador y es una versión portátil específicamente diseñada para el carro de sus sistemas de purificación de aire, pero no han anunciado disponibilidad ni precio.
Panasonic Consumer Electronics Company.
Thanks, Cal. Let's get into some things that customers can actually go out and buy. So our consumer business is, of course, equally committed to enhancing people's lives and protecting our environment. For instance, let's say you, Cal, or hypothetically my husband, had an electric razor, an electric toothbrush, maybe one of those hair trimmers with roughly 700 plastic length attachments, a lot of devices cluttering up their bathrooms, and that will one day clutter up a landfill.
So just to interrupt you, your husband and I might hypothetically have similar bathroom inventory. And I'm thinking about how many grooming devices are in the country alone. I read that over 88 million Americans use an electric shaver or trimmer.
Yeah, that's right. So part of the solution is to cut down on the number of devices that people use. Why not have just one sleek, travel-ready device that does it all? And that's the simplicity and the convenience of Panasonic's multi-shape. So it's one rechargeable battery, one motor, one adapter, multiple heads. And that modular design saves about 60% in resources compared to
Panasonic está proponiendo una base a la cual tú le cambies la parte de arriba de acuerdo a lo que quieras hacer. Te vas a cepillar, ponle el módulo de cepillar. Te vas a afeitar, pues ponle el módulo de afeitar. Te vas a trimear allá abajo o allá arriba, pues entonces le pones ese módulo. Y no tener que andar con múltiples aparatos, que básicamente es una duplicidad y que eventualmente pues terminan contaminando el ambiente.
We're working with Redwood materials to recycle the old devices. So as you heard from Megan earlier, we recently announced an agreement for Redwood to supply us with recycled cathode materials for EV battery cells in the future. So our vision is for recycled materials from our consumer electronics to ultimately take a new ride as Panasonic batteries powering electric cars.
So you can send in any electronic shaver or trimmer, any brand?
Any brand, that's right. We will even cover the shipping.
Okay, I mean, that's kind of incredible. I think I need a multi-shape.
Mira que yo tengo uno que estoy loco por salir de él.
And I would actually recommend that you take a look at the new limited edition kit that we put together in partnership with Molton Brown, the iconic British brand that is championing beauty that is kinder to the environment. This is an instant upgrade to your everyday personal care routine. It includes all our most popular attachments, as well as a collection of bath and shower gels from Molton Brown. These premium products are produced in a carbon neutral facility that uses renewable energy, and they come in refillable bottles made from 50% recycled PET. And Cal, you're not the only one who can take home a multi-shape. Now through January 31st, we are asking everyone to let us know what our next multi-shape attachment should be, and you could win a multi-shape ultimate kit.
I dig the program and the partnership. But we're at CES, which I imagine means you probably also have brand new technology to share too. So I'm gonna let you keep rolling while we get a closer look at one of those limited edition kits.
Thank you, and 100% we do. So let's start with our new flagship OLED TV. So the new MZ2000 series comes with a host of proprietary picture processing, gaming, and audio improvements. Highlights are a new state-of-the-art panel with micro lens array technology and a pioneering multi-layer heat management configuration. Quite simply, this is our best and brightest picture yet. Now, the MZ2000 is also a gamer's dream. HDMI 2.1, ultra-low latency and input lag, AMD FreeSync Premium. These are just a few of the features that make it perfect for gaming. It's also NVIDIA G-Sync compatible for tear and stutter-free gameplay. And we didn't stop there. Tuned by Techniques, the MZ2000 features multiple built-in upward-firing, side-firing, and front-firing speaker units to produce a fully immersive spatial soundstage with Dolby Atmos. Now, speaking of Techniques, a few years ago, right here at CES, we introduced our first true wireless headphones. And since then, we have continuously worked to advance that technology. Let's take a look.
El año pasado, wow, Technics, esa marca, me trae tantos recuerdos. Estos son los earbuds, son los que van dentro del oído. Y aparentemente han sido exitosos. Y vamos a ver qué traen este año. Ustedes que son jóvenes no tienen la idea de lo emocionante que es ver a la marca Technics en pleno siglo XXI funcionando y sacando cosas nuevas. Esa compañía dominaba, esa marca de Panasonic dominaba Puerto Rico.
I'm proud to announce that the Consumer Technology Association named the Lumix G86 camera a CES 2023 Innovation Award honoree in the digital
Y les digo
imaging
una cosa,
photography category.
mucha gente conoce las cámaras de Sony, las Canon, pero las Panasonic son buenísimas y los lentes que son Lumix son extraordinarios, son fantásticos.
And the videographers who I know have been furiously commenting on the live feed for roughly 20 minutes about if and what we are going to say about autofocus. So get ready, because this is the moment. And I can think of no one better to deliver the news than Sean Robinson, who you may recognize as the host of our weekly YouTube live stream, Lumix Live. Come on up, Sean.
So, aparentemente hay un issue o hay un problema con el autofocus de estas cámaras y van a hacer un gran anuncio al respecto. Vamos a ver.
Here is the next generation of Lumix, the S5 Mark II. And it's the first ever Lumix camera with phase detect autofocusing. Our engineers took the best from our current technology and added 779-point phase hybrid autofocus, an incredibly advanced precision focusing system that's reliable even with multiple subjects in low light or in backlit environments. And that's not the only thing that's new. The S5 Mark II has an all-new 24.2 megapixel live MOS sensor, new generation L-squared engine that doubles the signal processing speed, plus our most advanced stabilization technology yet, which we call Active IS. I can say confidently for both photographers and videographers, this is the Lumix you've been waiting for. Oh, and I should probably mention that while the S5 Mark II is designed to perform like a high-end sports car, this camera is built like a tank. With the brand new ventilation system that we've developed for this, the S5 Mark II can continuously record from 0 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
And because Lumix believes that quality, reliability, and most importantly, creative freedom should be accessible to all content creators, the S5 Mark II
mencionan eso porque tal vez muchos de ustedes no saben esto, pero las cámaras que toman unas imágenes fabulosas y que son del tipo o DSLR o mirrorless, son dos tipos distintos, pero la categoría es igual. Algunas marcas producen modelos que no pueden grabar por más de 20-25 minutos porque se calientan bien brutal y tienen que parar. Entonces las compañías han estado trabajando en ver cómo solucionan eso.
5.8K Apple ProRes 422 for amazing resolution. The stealthy X5 Mark II X will be available this spring.
It's an incredibly sexy looking camera. Thanks, Sean.
Ok. Si no tienen nada productivo que decir, mejor no digan
so much
nada.
more packed into these cameras. I definitely want you to head over to Lumix's YouTube channel for a full dedicated presentation on the new Lumix S5 Mark II family. And we'll be hosting daily Lumix Live deep dives with Sean all week. Now, for those of you here at CES, you're in luck. You can actually try the Lumix S5 Mark II yourself at the booth. And we have a pretty cool subject for you to test the autofocus on. But to talk about that, let me start by introducing a special guest who shares Panasonic's mission of improving the lives of every human around the world. I'd like to welcome Jennifer Latito, the president and CEO of RED, the international nonprofit working to end health injustice globally.
Ah, yo pensé que era Red de las cámaras. Yo dije, ya, Product Red, que eso lo conocemos por lo que ha hecho Apple con los iPhone y todo eso.
Thanks, Michelle. And thank you to Panasonic for committing $250,000, $250,000 to the Global Fund last year.
Let's get a clap for that.
Thank you. For those of you who don't know, Red was founded in 2006 by Bono and Bobby Shriver to fight global pandemics. In the past 16 years, we've grown to represent the largest private sector contributor to the Global Fund, one of the largest and most effective global health partnerships on the planet. To do this, we partner with forward-thinking companies like Panasonic to develop Red-branded products, experiences, and services.
Vamos a conocer, entiendo, que habrán de anunciar productos Panasonic que siguen la filosofía similar a lo que Apple ha hecho anteriormente con el iPhone y en un momento dado con el iPod Touch, de productos diseñados bajo lo que es Product Red, que el producto es rojo y que parte de las ventas aportan a las metas de lo que es Project Red.
Thank you so much. We certainly appreciate the contributions, and what's important and most impactful is our partnerships that go beyond that. We've loved working with the Panasonic team to bring heat to the fight against AIDS by empowering consumers to choose Red when purchasing products.
Yes. One of those products actually is the multi-shape, which we already introduced. Another one is our limited edition Red-branded Techniques SL100 turntable, which is going to be featured next year at the Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games. Now, Panasonic is proud to be a top sponsor of Paris 2024. It has sustainability at the very heart of the event. Organizers are targeting more than 50% lower emissions and plan to offset even more CO2 emissions than the games actually generate. And Paris 2024 offers a springboard for innovative climate ideas and is aligned to the same ambition we've been speaking about here today. But you're wondering, how does Techniques fit in? So many of you may not have heard yet that breakdancing is actually going to be featured as an Olympic sport next year. And I'm excited to share that Techniques has been named as the official AV sponsor of the Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games. We are supplying the turntables that the DJs will be spinning during the Olympic sports debut.
Breakdancing en las Olimpiadas.
So tomorrow at 12:30 at the Panasonic booth, DJ Sydney Colston is going to be spinning on the special edition Red Techniques turntable, while U.S. Olympic hopefuls Victor Montalvo and Sunny Choi are going to battle it out live. Now, Victor and Sunny are some of the best breakdancers in the world. I personally saw them perform at the Technique-sponsored Red Bull One World Finals this year, where Victor took first place. And I can tell you that you are all going to leave CES this year absolute breakdancing fanatics. So, that brings us to what our Olympics testers are going to be capturing out on the CES floor. We're actually going to have breakdancers every day at the booth, giving you a great way to try out the new Lumix Phase Hybrid Autofocus system on the S5 Mark II.
Well, I can't wait. I love seeing our Red Edition turntable be part of the action. And for folks who come, we have some Red-branded product giveaways and donation activations in the booth as well.
Yep, and you know what? You've all been waiting here for quite some time. Why wait until tomorrow to see Victor and Sunny perform? Why don't we give everybody a little taste of what you're going to see at the booth? So, DJ Sydney Colston, let's fire up the SL100.
Ya sabía yo que por alguna razón había que justificar la presencia de equipo de DJ en la tarima. Yo lo vi hace un rato y dije, qué raro que está eso ahí visible, ¿no? Porque usualmente eso es equipo de sonido, pero en este caso... Ok, el sonido está como que allí, pero no parte de la transmisión. So, señores, este tipo de cosas pasan. Estos eventos en vivo pues son así. Y están arreglando algún asunto que tenga que ver con el sonido. No, parece que no se está escuchando en el auditorio.
Check. Yeah, we're trying to get going. Yeah.
Se le puso un micrófono para resolver, pero así son las cosas. Hay que resolver en eventos en vivo. Dale para adelante. Ok, so ahora llegaron los breakdancers. Déjame yo ponerlos a ellos primero, porque realmente Ok, ahí lo estamos viendo. Todo lo que es viejo ahora es nuevo, incluyendo el breakdancing. Yo no tenía ni idea de que el breakdancing iba a ser parte de las Olimpiadas, pero con las volteretas y las cosas que hay que hacer. Mira eso.
Yeah.
Que conste para récord de que yo los miraba en la glorieta de la escuela, pero no.
All right, that was awesome. I could not do that. Go Team USA. All right, everyone, make sure you visit the Panasonic booth at 12:30 tomorrow to see more of Victor and Sunny. Test out the new Lumix camera. Check out all the technologies and solutions that Panasonic has developed to support its vision of a sustainable future. And definitely head online to explore Panasonic's Green Impact virtual experience. Have an awesome, incredible CES, everyone. Thank you.
Ok, bueno, llega a su fin otro evento más de CES 2023. En esta ocasión pues se trató de Panasonic, que pues tuvieron dificultades, pero cosas pasan, cosas en vivo, de eso yo sé. Así que nada, pero como ya se había anticipado, Panasonic pues presentó sus esfuerzos e iniciativas relacionadas a la conservación del ambiente y pues varios productos nuevos, incluyendo el filtro de aire con su tecnología propietaria para el auto y nuevos televisores y también el sistema que mostramos hace un momentito de cuidado personal, el cual pues permite que tú tengas, en vez de tener equipos por separado, como una rasuradora, un cepillo de dientes eléctrico, etcétera, pues puedas tener una base y le cambies la parte de arriba y así pues no tienes duplicidad de equipos que eventualmente pues terminarán en la basura. Y de hecho vamos a mostrar aquí rápidamente el website y de eso es lo que se trata. Esto es precisamente lo que anunciaron durante el día de hoy en este evento. Bueno, eso es parte de lo que hay en esta edición del 2023 del CES. Ahora estamos en espera a que comience la próxima sesión o el próximo evento, debo decir, que se trata de Holon, Holon, y es una empresa que va a mostrar su visión de cómo debe ser un autobús o una guagua autónoma. Así que estaremos aquí en breve, en 10 minutos, en otro live separado, como parte de los reportes especiales, la cobertura del CES 2023 de Tecnético en esta ocasión. Muchas gracias y nos vemos ya mismo.